Hey guys, welcome back. I'm here with the DIY faux lock tutorial. So if you want to see how I went from this to this, keep watching. So first things first, I started by braiding my real hair. And by braiding my real hair, I mean I braided like an inch down and twisted the rest of the way because I'm lazy and that was way easier. A tip that I would like to give for doing these is split the task up over the course of a day or so. Usually when doing faux locks, I braid my hair one day and then I wrap my hair another day because faux locks can be kind of time consuming, especially if it's your first time doing it. So if you've had trouble in the past with faux locks taking all day, I recommend giving yourself time to braid your hair one day and wrap your hair another day. This is the hair I used. I chose this hair because it was very lightweight, and if you have trouble with braids being too heavy on your scalp like I do, this is the perfect hair for you. I used 3 of these 3 packs, so a total of 9 bundles to complete this style. First, I started by running my fingers through the packs. I'm going to be honest, this hair is not really the hair to be playing around with when it comes to separating because it will get tangled up. So I would recommend running your fingers through it to split it up a little bit, but don't get too crazy or you gonna have problems. See the problems. That right there is one of the reasons I recommend doing things on separate days. I had to do a little trial and error with this hair, so I had time to focus. I then split the hair up and put it so it was easy for me to grab it. This hair was already a little separated, so I just tried to follow the natural separation of the hair. If you've watched any of my previous videos for braids, which is only one video, but go back and watch it. I do recommend starting styles in the front, especially if you've never done them before. That way you can figure out your technique, and when you get to the back, it won't take as long. So first you want to crochet a piece of hair through the base of your twist. I decided that I wanted it a little thicker, so I took another piece through there just to make the lock a little bit thicker. One tip that I do have is if you want them short, just make the side that you are wrapping shorter than the side that you are wrapping with. So this piece that I'm taking around is longer than the piece that I am wrapping it around, if that makes sense. I tried to do something I saw on YouTube, didn't work, so I just kept on going. Once I got to the end of that lock, I realized I didn't like it, so I definitely took it out because I needed it to be how I wanted it to be, and I had time, so we're going to play around with this hair in this style until it gets cute. So let's try this again. To make sure the hair feels secure around your real hair, you want to make sure you wrap the hair twice around the base before you start moving down the lock. Again, trying something that I saw on YouTube that was not working out for me, so I'm not even going to tell y'all what I was trying to do, but yeah, it didn't work out. So that's what you see me doing, something that didn't work out. Starting in the front was definitely the right thing for me to do for this style because I went through a little trial and error with this style. I had to take a few out and just start them over a couple times before I found my way with these locks. So I'm going to always recommend to start doing styles in the front. That way you can figure out your technique. And when you get to the back, you can fly through it and save some time. While doing these, I realized that the best method was to make sure the piece of hair I was wrapping was long enough to make it to the end, and then also wrap back up the lock a little bit. That way, could secure the end a little bit more. And I just tied a little slip knot around once I got to the end to secure it like that. Then I roughed it up a little bit because that's what I saw everyone doing on YouTube. It took me about four braids before I found my way with these, but once I found my way, I found my way. I moved through these and my hair turned out so cute. It took me 3 hours to do this style with just wrapping it. And it took me about an hour and a half to braid my own hair. So overall, this style took about 4.5 hours, which is not long. So all you have to do is try and you'll get the hang of it. This was really easy, even with me having to take a couple of them out. I just had to figure it out, and once I figured it out, I was able to move through my hair and get these cute locks done. So here I'm just showing you again how when I got to the end, I folded the piece I was wrapping up and then wrapped the hair back up the lock. That way it secured the ends a little bit more because these will unravel if you do not secure the end properly. So after I was finished, I did dip the ends in hot water because I realized I did not tie some of them tight enough and they were coming loose. And with this method, if you do dip the ends in hot water, if your locks do come loose, they will curl as they come down. That way, while you're out in the street, you don't have to worry about looking silly because when your locks came loose, it'll just curl on down because the water set it and then you can fix it when you get home. Always, always, always oil or grease your scalp after you put braids in because we care about our hair, right? Right. So you want your scalp to be oiled or greased up because our scalps love to be oiled or greased up. And there you have it. We are finished. These are so light. They were not heavy at all. There was no tension on my scalp with this hair or this method. I can style them as soon as I was done and swing them around and touch them. You can do these as tight or as loose as you want. I chose to do them a little loose just because my hair does not hold braids well when they are heavy or tight. So I did what was best for me and my scalp. So you do what's best for you and your scalp. But I hope you like this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel.